What's my mother name?
What's up guys, KDub175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and I have an incredible matchup for you guys. One of the most incredible matchups I've seen in quite a while, and that's no lie, no clickbait, straight up, this is an insane matchup. So, the first player here, Dragon Deck, double Rayquaza with double Mega Rayquaza, two Meteoric Teachings, they have the Tortonata with Zoroark in there probably for the switch out, and two Altaria. One Altaria has the Mega Altaria set, and now that the Mega Altaria is free, the plate, the opponent doesn't have to worry about it. But no long throw and no runner. That's the only thing that concerns me. The opponent running a water deck with the Manaphy Fini, Poliwrath, Milotic, Keldeo Resolute, and the Primal Kyogre. So you would think the Dragon deck would probably just smack this water deck around, but I'm telling you guys right now, it's one of the most, like, on the edge of your seat battles I have seen in quite a while. It's super intense. Like, the suspense is so good. So we're going to jump into it. I'm not going to spoil anything else. So blue, going to start with the Dragon Sphere. Red going to come down the left flank with the Keldeo Resolute. Blue making a misplay coming out of the left entry. I would have came out from the right. Keldeo Resolute would have attacked there. Got the knockout. That would have been game because blue is not running any long throw. So they have both Altaria out, moving forward with both of their Rayquaza, and they choose to bring out the Tortonata. They're going to move over and attack this Keldeo Resolute, and the Shell Trap is going to go off. Now, you know, the only bad thing about that Shell Trap is you have to attack, or there has to be a battle immediately next turn for it to work. And basically, if they spin a white attack, they're going to get knocked out. But it doesn't matter with the Keldeo Resolute because it only has a gold. Mega Rayquaza going after this Primal Kyogre, and easily going to get the knockout. 191 is still not going to be enough to get it done against that 211 extreme speed. Now, Red could devolve into the EX Kyogre if they wanted, but they're just going to go to the PC because they don't have the blue orb to be able to re-evolve it when it hits the bench again. Milotic going to get knocked out because of that cross counter, and now they're going to go ahead and bring their Rayquaza back onto the field. So, blue doing some work at this point, but Red's going to max survive, bring the Milotic right back out in front of the Tortonata. And this is the last turn of the Mega Rayquaza, so great play attacking this Poliwrath, and they don't hit the fly, fortunately, so they're going to get the knockout, send another Pokemon to their PC, then they're going to devolve, and they're not going to be confused. So, great play by Blue there. Could have been, pretty bad if they would have hit fly there. Blue Pulse is going to go off, and they're definitely going to choose to confuse that Zoroark. Zoroark is pretty bad when confused, but if it hits that Sucker Punch, it's going to be able to shift into the cross counter all the same. Cross counter is going to shift into a dodge, and the Night Daze shifts into a miss. So Zoroark's still having some odds, but it's still not that good when it's confused. Now this Keldeo going to get the knockout on this Altaria. Now if they would have been brave enough to attack early in the match, and they would have got that roll, it would have been over. It would have been game. They would have got the knockout, and there would have been nothing that Blue could do. So they're going to attack again. They're like, hey, worked last time. Why not go again? They get the Secret Sword now. They're not going to respin, and this is why. The Altaria hits the D-Dance, but they're still going to get knocked out. It has to be a white attack or a miss below, I believe, 100 damage. And there was no damage on that slice. It was the D-Dance. So, but it still gets knocked out. So that's pretty interesting. So now Mega Rayquaza has to come in clutch. Gonna get the fly. If Keldeo Resolute would have got the gold, it would have been over right then and there. And then the Zoroark actually hitting Sucker Punch, shifting into the cross counter. So that was pretty lucky. Now, they're going to go ahead and max survive, and they're going to go defensive with their Altaria, just in case their Mega Rayquaza gets knocked out. And Red's going to jump over, take the entry point again, and attack this Altaria. D-Dance into the Perish Song, and that Keldeo Resolute's going to get another knockout against Altaria. So, Keldeo Resolute doing work against these Altaria. And again, Zoroark hitting that Sucker Punch, shifting into the cross counter. That's pretty lucky, considering there's all that other wheel, and he keeps getting the roll that he needs. And Tortonata going to be able to knock out that Keldeo Resolute. And they're just, hey, come on, give me one more good spin. Cross counter is going to shift into the dodge, though. And Feeney's going to be able to just bring all the Pokemon back out. So Red really needs to knock their Feeney out. And Rayquaza is confused. So going to shift right into a miss. And now the entry point's open again, which really doesn't matter, I mean, because they have Feeney. So entry points don't mean too much at this point. Again, with the Sucker Punch, shifting into the cross counter, but Muddy Water's going to go off and send that Zoroark back. Primal Kyogre coming after this Altaria. Perish Song is going to go off, and now they're both cursed. Another Meteoric Teachings. And I would imagine that the opponent's going to go after this Primal Kyogre, try to get a banish. And that Blue's going to turn to a miss, but Mega Rayquaza is going to hit that fly. So they're going to go ahead and move up. Opponent's going to threaten game. They're able to just jump over. They're not going to attack. Because if they hit fly, that would be, that's a game. Wow. Altaria hanging on there. Not getting excluded just yet. And they're going to go ahead and move back one. Primal Kyogre trying to get the knockout on this Altaria and exclude them before Primal Kyogre gets excluded as himself. And Origin Pulse is going to go off, making all the opponents spin. And if they hit a miss, they get knocked out. So nobody spins a miss. Nobody gets knocked out. And the red opponent is going to hurdle jump, reclaiming that entry point. And wow. Primal Kyogre is going to hit a miss and get excluded from the duel. Now, Blue is able to move up with their Rayquaza in advance. Pony Wish is going to go off, and they're not going to take it. So Milotic moving back over, taking the goal. Rayquaza taking the entry point. Feeney and Zoroark are going to battle it out. Cross counter into the dodge. So nobody's getting knocked out just yet. Another Meteor Teachings, and I would imagine Blue is going to go after that Tapu Fini, and they don't have to worry about the Pony Wish, and that's exactly what the Blue player is going to do, and looking for that extreme speed, and they get it, and even more lucky, Fini doesn't hit that Dazzling Gleam. Because I've went after Fini a few times, and they hit the Dazzling Gleam, make you respin, you hit that gold, and then you get knocked out, and it's just really frustrating. Zoroark hanging on. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. And then fly into the Magic Coat. And now the Poliwrath, trying basically just to confuse the Rayquaza. And that roll could not have worked out any better for the red player. They've confused that Mega Ray and got it away from their Milotic. So, worked out pretty good. And they're going to go ahead and play the Aquasphere. Basically, if two water types are next to each other, they're going to get an MP buff. And they're going to shift into the extreme speed. And now the opponent is really in a tough position. No goal block. That Poliwrath is going to have to get super lucky here. That's going to be GG. Like fly or a miss, I guess, kind of works. And that Poliwrath is going to get a knockout against that Rayquaza. Like, what is going on? Both players threaten game, and both players have been able to get the clutch roll they need to save the match and stay in it. Now that Keldeo Resolute is going to exclude that Pokemon, and Poliwrath is going to retake the goal, but Blue moving forward with their Altaria. Water Jump is going to go off. Now, Resolute form Keldeo here is able to choose whether or not they want to take it, and they're not going to. So Tortonata, 1 MP. This is going to be a slow march for them to move forward. That Altaria is going to be able to get the knockout. But Tapu Fini is back out of the PC, and they're going to be able to Pokemon Switch. And now they're going to be able to bring more water types. If the Zoroark doesn't knock them out, gets to the cross counter, but the Pony Wish goes off, and they choose to take it. Now they're going to go ahead and bring that Poliwrath back over toward their goal, and they just got to hope to hang on here. Perish Song is going to go off, so now that Altaria is going to be confused, and we're down to 2-on-2 here. Both with a 1 MP. Poliwrath and Altaria that's confused. Now this Manaphy Song is going to go off, and into the dodge, it would appear. Perish Song is going to shift again into the dodge. So Tortonate just, working its way toward the other end of the board, and the confusion is going to shift them into a miss, and they are going to get their Altaria excluded. So now it's a 1v2. Not having that level 5 on that Altaria was not good. Manaphy Song is going to go off, and they're going to be able to use it, moving that Poliwrath over. They get weight, though. So this Tortonate needs to kill this Manaphy if they have any hope. And they're just going to continue to keep sending their Poliwrath down the board with that Manaphy Song. They can't move off the goal. They can't move Poliwrath. They're going to go for a double chance here. Shell Trap is going to go off. Now this is one of those situations where Tortonate, if Manaphy hits white, it's going to get knocked out. It hits the blue, and Manaphy's still going to get knocked out because it hits a white. So they have to backtrack with this Poliwrath. There's like no hope, right? What? This freaking Tortonator hits a miss. Like Rayquaza was threatening, hits miss. Tortonator was threatening, hits miss. So now it's a 1v1. Milotic going up against this Rayquaza. They do have a Meteor Teachings back. Blue Pulse is going to go off. And lucky that Rayquaza doesn't get knocked out. That would not be too fun. Meteor Teachings is going to go off though. And Mega Rayquaza has great odds against this Milotic. Great odds. Great odds. So, going to jump over and attack. Anything but fly. Feels bad. But they're going to be able to reclaim the goal. A knockout would have been nice though. That Keldeo Resolute's a 3 MP, so having a 1 MP versus a 3 MP, that's not going to be great. Wow. A miss by the Mega Rayquaza. So Blue getting really, really unfortunate. And now they only have the 1 MP Rayquaza to bring out, and that's GG. So Blue losing to the red team. Like RNG pretty insane, but that battle was super intense. Like right when you think it's going to be over, the opponent gets a super lucky roll. So I think this showcases just how important RNG is, and RNG is going to determine the length of the match. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. You can also follow me on Twitter at KDub175 for bonus content and further discussions. And until the next one, later guys.